The groovy slash hippie slash 70s t-shirt design style is definitely one of the best selling styles this year. And this showing once again during the Halloween trend, where we see dozens and dozens of best sellers with these sort of groovy fonts in the design. And that's why today I'm going to show you my personal top 5 favorite groovy fonts so you can apply them to your t-shirt designs as well and increase your sales. The first font I've got to share with you is Halloween Groovy Font, and this is probably my favorite of the bunch because literally my top selling Halloween design this year is using this font. I'm not just recommending any random fonts to you, these actually work for me, so you can be sure that if you get these, that they're not just a waste of time. People do buy them and do like them. So this one is really cool because it's crossing Halloween with the groovy style. But you don't have to use the Halloween version of the font. If you download this, you also get a normal version. I just flick through. They'll show an example of it here in a minute. So obviously lots of sort of Halloween phrases, so you can see what it would look like. And then we've got the uppercase right here with the drips, perfect for Halloween. And if you write the letters out in lowercase, then the drips are gone and you've got a clean, groovy font that you can use for any other niches as well. So definitely very, very cool to have that variety there. And this one is on Creative Fabrica. It says $6 here. But for those of you who are not aware of how Creative Fabrica works, you can usually always get a free trial, at least at the moment of recording this video. There is this deal for a free 1-month trial. You can cancel at any time. So you can get the trial, you can download the font, you can try it out, create some designs, and you can still cancel before the month is over, and you never have to pay for a subscription, which is really, really good. So don't just pay $6 for this one font. You might as well use the trial, take advantage of it. And with the trial, you don't just get access to this font, but also the entire rest of the Creative Fabrica library. So yeah, this font definitely worth trying out, even if it's already past Halloween when you're watching this video. I would definitely get it and use it for some other niches as well. Font number 2 I've got for you is my favorite free groovy font. This one is always free. It's on defont.com and it has been tagged 100% free over here, so you don't need to sign up to any trials to get this one. You can just click download, install it, and you're good to go. You can use it on your t-shirts. So Abstract Groovy, really cool. It has these little dots or highlights at the top right corner of each letter, which does look extremely nice. It's also the font which is used in the thumbnail of this video for the top bit of text, and I've used this font in tons of designs. It's really easy to read, which with some of these groovy fonts that you see out there is a bit of a problem. They're not easy to read sometimes because the letters are so like chunky and blown up. But this one, even at smaller scales, as you can see right here at the bottom, is very legible. I've used this in scalable designs, I've used it in Halloween designs, and I have been getting sales with this font, and it's completely free, so definitely worth checking out. I will leave the link to all of the fonts down below in the description so you can access them very quickly and download them for your designs. Next up, we've got Retro Groovy Font. This one, once again, on Creative Fabrica. And the unique thing about this font, which is why it stood out to me and I installed it, is because it has a rough version and a stamp version. So essentially it has a texture, a variation of the normal sort of plain font, and even you get an outline as well, which makes it really easy to create various different styles. There's some examples here with an outline as well. This one I thought looks really cool with the different sort of 3D layers. So really nice to have a groovy font that has the option to also have a nice texture effect in there. The key point there is nice, because look at these textures, they do look really, really good. Sometimes you find fonts with a distressed effect and it looks really cheap, but there the font designer definitely did a great job. The variety with this font is definitely fun to play around with, and it shows. I mean, it's been added by 1,500 people to the favorites on Creative Fabrica, so it's definitely a well-liked font and one that you should add to your inventory, especially if you already have a subscription to Creative Fabrica or you already have a trial. Then definitely get this font. It looks amazing. I've been using it in my designs and you should as well. Font number 4 is called Hocus Pocus, And this one is within the category of Groovy Fonts is definitely very unique, because if you can see right here, it has all of these swooshes or swirls. Here we've got it on the O, the C has it right there, the S at the bottom, and literally this makes it stand out a lot from the crowd. A very, very cool, unique font. I think it probably looks quite feminine, so I couldn't imagine this working very well in male niches. But as you can see, some of the examples here, fall vibes, definitely suits that very well. I could see it working for teachers or for teaching niches. So definitely a unique one that's worth checking out. It looks really nice. It has an amazing, unique style and vibe to it. So you should definitely add it to your library of fonts, because it might suit you for some upcoming trends or evergreen niches. Next up, we've got Coaster. This is another really nice font that is totally free. So I found this on defont.com quite a while back. I've been using it tons. And as we can see over here, once again, it is tagged as 100% free. Anything on defont.com which has that tag is free for commercial use. So you can once again just download this, install it, and you're ready to go. Coaster, I love this font because it is very condensed, which a lot of the Groovy fonts are not. And the problem with very wide fonts is that if you have a long word, like a long job title, a long hobby, you can't really, well, you can use them, but the words tend to be very small and hard to read on your t-shirt. So with a condensed font like Coaster, you can still use long words and have them appear very, very big and easy to read on your t-shirts, which is obviously really handy. So I'd recommend you add this to your library because it is free and it will help you out in plenty of situations. These letters are also not as groovy, like it's toned down a bit, the amount of grooviness in a sense, and that makes them a bit easier to read, in my opinion. So yeah, definitely one that I've been using tons in my designs, both scalable and sort of normal, unique designs that I've been creating, and that's why I had to recommend it to you. And once again, the link will be down in the description. And a quick bonus font that I wanted to point out, I had a quick look on Creative Market for Groovy fonts, because I do love Creative Market for their quality. It's often really high quality fonts and textures, graphical elements on here. But the reason I only listed this one as a bonus is because I don't actually own it myself, but I would really love to, because it has these flowers in the font itself on the I's and the O's. So you've got a nice variation right there, and flowers among these sort of groovy t-shirts are very popular. It fits that hippie theme. And as you can see by the mock-ups, this font looks amazing. We've got that sort of pink shadow effect here, which looks really, really cool. There's an outline variation, so definitely a neat and quality font, very professional looking, with that unique touch with the flowers. So definitely one worth checking out, and possibly one that I will buy for myself in the future. Watch this video next if you want to find out how you can now use your new fonts to create a trending Merch by Amazon t-shirt design.